Okay, today I wanted to go over some defensive options. We have shielding and crouch canceling. Now these are defensive options, but they can be used in neutral to get you openings, which is huge. And they can both be done very quickly and out of movement. We'll start with shields. Shields are an interesting and crucial mechanic to learn proficiently in Melee. Shielding is huge in neutral because it's something you can pull out frame one to protect yourself from hitboxes, and it's something you can use while staying mobile on the ground. Learning to react and move with shield on the ground will make you way more dangerous to an opponent because it's going to force them to use safer hitboxes that might not always be the best hitbox to use in neutral. And because shield pressuring safely is so precise and your shield is mobile, you can use shield to mess up people's spacings on your shield, thus getting a punish out of shield afterwards. So shields are kind of interesting. There's a few little quirks to them. First, what you have what is a light shield, and that's basically you're not pressing the trigger all the way down. And if you do this, you can get a really big shield more quickly by light pressing it, just slightly pressing down. And doing this kind of just ensures that you won't get shield poked very easily. And you can also slide off platforms or the edge, which could lead to a safer position for you. But the weakness about light shielding and not pressing all the way down is that for the first few frames of your light shield, you're going to be vulnerable. Shielding is something that can protect yourself, protect your body in one frame. It'll make it into a power shield. But if you're light shielding, it won't actually protect you for 2 frames. For 2 frames, you're vulnerable, even if the shield appears. And you can see this a lot when you analyze sets, slow it down. The other kind of shield you might want to do is instantly pressing down from 0 to 100 all the way down onto your trigger. And this is important because you want the game to read you not shielding at all into fully shielding within 1 frame. If it reads anywhere in between, what you're getting is a light shield, and that's something that's not going to let you be able to power shield, and it's not going to let you be able to block attacks for the first couple of frames. So if you want a hard shield right away, say you're reacting to someone zoning with a dash dance, and you want to react with shield, you want to press that hard shield in order to stay safe. So with the hard shield, if you press it just before you're going to get hit, then you're able to power shield it, which there's a common misconception that power shielding reduces the amount of shield stun that you experience, thus letting you act faster out of shield. This isn't actually the case. So if someone does like a safe aerial onto your shield and you power shield it, it doesn't actually mean all of a sudden you can get a shield grab or you can do an aerial out of shield that's going to connect. If their aerial is still safe, even if you power shield, you're not going to be able to punish with something you normally would be able to out of shield. The only thing a power shield lets you do is do one of your grounded moves. The only thing it does special is cancel the shield dropping animation and allow you to do moves as if you were just standing without a shield. So this would mean jabs, down tilts, forward tilts, up tilts. Yeah, really those things. You can't dash out of power shield or anything. However, if your character does have a really fast jab, you could power shield jab or power shield up smash if your characters have good smash attacks. If your character has a really good jab, you could power shield and jab to catch someone before they're able to dash away or something. Or you could power shield up smash if you're Fox. Or if a character with really good smash attacks you're able to do right out of a power shield. Another thing that's like pretty underdeveloped, but like potentially really strong, is shield DIing. If you're able to shield an attack during the shield stun that you experience, you can hold or press different directions with your control stick. I don't know if you could do it with your C-stick. For shield ASDI, I don't know. but you can press a direction while in shield, and you can move either a little to the left or a little to the right when you get hit. And if you light shield, then the distance you're pushed back by is even greater. So in combination with shield DIing and light shielding, you can use it to escape pressure. You can also tilt your shield forwards and backwards. Some characters have better shield tilts than others. Like Spaceys have really important shield tilts, and that's gonna be able to better protect your body where it sticks out of your shield. Tilting your shield also moves your hurt box a little bit forwards or a little bit back. So sometimes you might want to tilt your shield forwards to avoid getting hit, but that actually tilts your body a little bit forwards, which makes you a little easier to grab from like further spacing. Whereas if you lean back with it, with your shield, that crack where Falcon's elbow is like right above his crotch, where you see that shield, if a grab hitbox goes right above his calf and below his elbow, it won't actually grab Falcon. The shield is not a hurt box in which you can get grabbed by someone touching your shield. They have to grab your body. So if you tilt your shield back, you're actually tilting your body back a little bit in order to avoid grab hitboxes. So a lot of people just shield. This isn't necessarily important, but a lot of people just shield thinking, shield mindlessly without realizing that like tilting your shield, or light shielding all have different effects once you get hit, and can be used to boost your defense even stronger. Something else that's interesting is if you're holding shield while facing forward, while facing towards a cliff, if you get hit off of the cliff, you can actually do an aerial right out of your shield. But if you're facing backwards, you go into this tumble animation that won't let you do anything until you hit the ground. And if you fall off high enough, you'll actually go into knockdown. So if you're able to turn around and face the edge of the cliff before you get hit, that can be something you turn into an advantage, especially on these side platforms. Besides from those, SSBM Tutorials did a really good shield video where they talk more about shield. And Ambisinister did a really good video explaining the light shield, hard shield difference for the first couple of frames where you're vulnerable. I'll link those videos below. You highly suggest you check those. But really, what you want to be mindful of is how you can use shield defense, how you can use shield in neutral. Like sometimes versus a fox, when you're this close, the fox could just run in and up smash. And that's not really something you can react to. But if you're at the end of your dash dance and you just turn and shield sometimes, if they didn't commit, they'd be so far away that they can't actually punish you. And you can just kind of drop shield and go back into a dash dance, wave dash forwards, whatever. But if they do happen to commit right when you're able to shield, then you're able to punish with a knee out of shield, a grab. Same thing for Marth's wave dash and F smash. You can actually counter that by just shielding intermittently, like while in your dash dance. You can stay really mobile while in shield, so if you can make where you shield, the position in which you shield on the stage, hard to identify or hard to pin down, then you can be a really dangerous target to try to hit. Now the counter to this and the sort of the innate balancing mechanic is that when you put yourself in shield, you're limiting your options. So once you shield, you have to do a wave dash out or roll or jump out in order to be able to dash again. As soon as you shield, you're not able to dash or do like jabs, do smash attacks, whatever. So if someone's shielding against you, or if you're trying to shield, recognize that that is something your opponent or you can catch on to and be able to punish. Another thing about shielding is that your shield runs out slowly when people hold it. And some people have way better shields than other people. Some characters have better shields than other characters, like Sheik, for example. But if you're able to get someone to hold shield, which a lot of top players will do because they know that you might be expecting a roll or a spot dodge, and they just kind of want to watch what you do to pressure their shield. If they hold shield, then the longer they hold shield, the more of their body parts are going to be exposed. So if you have a move that can hit either the top of their heads, which will poke out a shield, or the bottom of their toes that'll poke out a shield, then you can kind of just wait from a safe distance from them. Like say Fox is shielding right here, and I just kind of like stand right in front of Fox's face, and I'm kind of threatening him, and he just keeps holding shield, and maybe he's tilting his shield up because he doesn't want me to hit him. I can land and then shield poke him with a down tilt once his shield has depleted enough for me to be able to poke him. That's something that's like really underutilized in shield pressure today. You see Mango do it a lot. When he has his opponents just so scared, he'll just turn and down tilt like their toes. With Falcon, actually, so long as like characters like Marth or Fox or Falco have their like the slightest bit of their head exposed, you can do a full hop. You can do a short hop knee, and that'll actually just poke that little tip of the head. So for your characters, your different characters with your different hitboxes for your character, you want to know what you can use to be able to poke someone's head or poke someone's feet, and what'll lead into something juicy for you. And then I'll go into like how to hit shields safely and how to both the offensive and defensive sides of shield pressure. I'll go over that in a later video in the punishing section. So crouch canceling is a unique mechanic in Melee that adds a whole nother dimension to neutral. When you're crouching in this animation, your knockback is reduced to 2/3 of what it would be, and at lower percents, you can avoid knockdown altogether. This means after you take a hit that's too weak to cause knockdown after the reduced knockback, you won't get launched into the air, and you can counterattack right afterwards. When you get hit and you're holding down, but you're not in the crouch state, you won't crouch cancel it. That's true crouch canceling. There's also ASDIing down, which means when you're in an animation and you're holding down. So say you're in this lag. You're not actually in the crouch animation, but if you're holding down, you'll SDI into the ground, and because you're at such a low percentage, while you won't get your knockback reduced, because you're at such a low percentage, you won't actually get launched or sent anywhere from weaker hits. And how you can counterattack right afterwards is basically right after the hit lag of a move, you touch the ground right after the hit lag. And from there, you can immediately dash, you can immediately jab or grab right out of that animation, or right out of crouch. A lot of players crouch cancel really slow because they expect like there to be like 4 frames of landing lag or like 7 frames of like L cancel lag. This is just kind of the innate timing that smashers have. But you could actually be moving out of your crouch cancel way faster, and you can dash right out of a crouch cancel and instantly be on your feet, or push in a significant distance in order to punish someone with a grab or something. So given that, there are counters to crouch canceling. There are moves that will straight up beat crouch canceling, and these are like spikes and meteors. These moves send you down, and when you get hit down while holding down, you experience this like weird shuddering stun. when you get hit down while holding down, you won't get launched up, but you experience this shuddering stun that prevents you from being able to move or do anything. And oftentimes that'll lead into a grab for the other player. When you're holding down, you're not actually mobile, so you are an easy target for spaced aerials, aerials that are like too fast and too far away for you to punish well out of crouch cancel. And you're also a threat to grabs, which will just straight up put you into their arms, and it doesn't matter that you're holding down. Crouch canceling is just that extra dimension of neutral that you have to be aware of. It can be used in your favor to clean up a stock once you come out fresh, or to get a big opening that might be unexpected. And it's also something your opponent can use against you at any time. So you have to be way more mindful of your percentages, especially in certain matchups. And you have to recognize when you're going for an approach, just getting the hit isn't going to be enough. If they're able to crouch cancel it and then punish you right after, it's basically like you've lost neutral. So don't always feel like you only need the hit. Not only do you need a hit for a successful approach, you need to be able to come out on top afterwards. So with crouch, out of move lag, after an L cancel, you can go right into holding down. And I believe so long as you're so long as you've started the crouching animation, you will crouch cancel effectively. I don't know if it's true crouch cancel. I think true crouch cancel might be you have to be in crouch state. Not actually sure on those things. But just holding down can be really strong. It's something you have to be prepared to counterattack right out of afterwards, though, in order to be successful.